Good morning, students. I welcome you all to our science class. Today we'll learn about insectivorous plants. Now, what do we mean by insectivorous? Insectivorous plants means the plants that eat insects. You may be amazed by hearing that the plants can also eat insects. Yes, it's true that some plants eat insects. They trap the insects inside themselves and then they take all the juices and nutrition from the insect that they have trapped. Some of the very famous insectivorous plants are pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. Okay, so let us see what are insectivorous plants and why do they eat insect? Why don't they make their own food like other plants do? Now, some plants are carnivorous in nature. Their leaves are modified to trap insect. Okay, carnivorous means that eat other living being. The living being that eats other living being is called carnivorous. Now, how can plants be carnivorous? Plants can be carnivorous by eating other insects or other living beings. Now, how do they do that? Children, here I show you one picture. You see, this is actually not a pitcher. Pitcher means what we call surahi in Hindi, okay? Its structure is like that, na? But it's not actually a pitcher, it is a modified leaf. The leaf of the plant has been modified so that it can trap insects inside it. Whenever an insect enters this pitcher like structure inside the leaf, it just covers its leaf and then what happens? It secretes juice to digest the insect. Now, what is the need? Why do they do like that? Actually, the place where these plants grow they have very much less nitrogen in their soil. And you know, the plants need nitrogen to survive. So these plants eat the insects to fulfill the deficiency of nitrogen. Now let us see what's written in your book. Okay, some plants are carnivorous plants. Carnivorous in nature means they are able to eat other insects. Their leaves are modified to trap insects. Trap insects means to get hold of insects so that insects come inside and they are not released. Hence, they are known as insectivorous plants. Insectivorous means the plants that eat insect. Venus flytrap and pitcher plants are examples of such plants. Here you see it's Venus flytrap, this plant, and this is pitcher plant. Now, Venus flytraps have leaves that are like boxes with hinges. Now you see here, this is the example of this is a figure actually of a Venus flytrap. So what happens? Now this is in open condition, but when an insect enters the leaf, then it will close. It's like a box and then these are the traps. They will close and the insect cannot come out of it. They have hair-like structure along the edges. When an insect touches the hair, the leaf snaps shut, trapping it inside. Now here what will happen? When the insect just touches this hairs, the leaf will have sensation, and what it will do, it will just close and the insect gets trapped in that, and then it just releases some juices and eats away or digests the insect. Now in a pitcher plant, leaves are in the form of a container or a pitcher. You see here, it is in the form of a pitcher, in the form of surahi. Na? Surahi we say, na? It's like that only. With lid to cover the mouth of the pitcher. Here there is lid also. You see, lid means cover. Okay, to when the insect moves inside this pitcher, the lid covers it up. When an insect lands on the edge of the pitcher, slips and falls into it, the lid closes, trapping insect inside. Secretions from the pitcher help to digest the trapped insect. So now, as I explained you that when any insect comes inside it, it just falls inside the pitcher and the leaf, the outer cover, just closes it so that the insects get trapped and it starts secreting juices and it gets digested inside the pitcher itself. Okay, now we will study some plants that are not green, that is non-green plants. So plants that cannot make their own food and absorb nutrition from dead plants and animals are called saprophytic plants. Now, have you seen fungus growing on any dead or decaying matter? You must have seen, especially growing on wood and other matter. How does it get nutrition? You have studied in your previous classes that green plants make their food by the help of photosynthesis and chlorophyll present in the plants, that is green in color. Now, when the plants don't carry on photosynthesis, then what happens? Then the plants take nutrition on the objects that they grow. For example, the fungus plant takes nutrition on the wood or decaying matter like leather and all where it grows. So they are called saprophytic plants. Okay. Now plants such as Indian peepee and coral root are non-green plants because they do not have chlorophylls. Now here are the example of Indian peepee and coral root. They are non-green plants because they don't carry on photosynthesis. Okay, they don't require to carry photosynthesis, still they are plants and they get their nutrition from the matter, the decaying matter on which they grow. Okay, and then next one is plants, our friends. Now plants are our friends. Why are they our friends? Because they are extremely useful to us. All the eating things that we require are obtained from the plants. The plants are extremely useful to us, which we can't even imagine our life without them. Yes, it's true, no? Because if we are alive, we need plants either for oxygen or for fruits and vegetables or oils and nuts, pulses, whatnot. Even we make paper and furniture from the plants. So whatever you think, whatever we eat except the non-vegetarian part, that also indirectly is dependent on the plants. So the basic need for human survival is plants. If there are no plants on earth, we are also not going to survive, because all of our eating requirements we get from plants. Even paper and furniture are also made from plants. Many medicines, various medicines we get from plants. Okay, henna, that is mehendi, is also obtained from plants. So whatever you think, either it is eating thing or it is decorative thing, much we the human race depends on the plant to a very great extent. Okay, so here we end our chapter. In our next class, we'll discuss the question answers. Okay, thank you, children.